As a society, how can we foster the most effective leaders for the future?
You know, one is by insisting that people learn how to lead before they learn how to manage. There's a lot of people who, you know, we train them in Robert's Rules of Order, and we train them in you know, sort of all sorts of management techniques, and we haven't forced them to figure out how to lead first. So I think we need to throw more of our young people out of the nest, you know. And that's, you know, when I went to go see Jesse Jackson's, when I went to the meeting, because I told my dad when I was 14, look, I want to go to this meeting that they're having about Jesse Jackson's campaign. He said, sure, I'd be happy to take you. I was planning on going myself. I'm sitting there at the meeting, and they're saying, oh, and we need somebody to organize the high school students to help with the voter registration drive. You know, and they had a vision of having students really drive that. And I was kind of looking around waiting. My dad said, oh, Ben, you're the only high school student in the room. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And that was his way of just saying, you know, get out and just go do it. But fundamentally, that's a decision I had to make for myself, and people need to make for themselves. So I think young people have an obligation. My pastor did a similar thing for me when I was 19, and I was in Harlem, and I was referring to myself as a student organizer. And he said, a youth organizer, he said, when are you going to stop sort of qualifying the type of organizer you are? And he took me out on the porch of the farmhouse that is our rectory at St. Mary's Church in Harlem, and he pointed to the 26th precinct right across the street, the police precinct. And he said, son, depending on the crime, when you're 14, they'll consider you to be an adult. You need to understand that you're 19 and you are an adult. You aren't a student organizer, you're a youth organizer. That might be who you're organizing today, but you're an organizer, and you have the responsibilities to behave like one, and frankly, when you talk about having a bigger vision for society and not just being fixated on campus issues. And he said, now you know, let's get back to the meeting. I think that we've developed all these systems for training young people to be leaders, and a lot of times we're just training them to manage. And leadership takes courage, both on the part of the young person and on the part of the chaperone or the mentor or whatever, to just say, get out the nest, go do it.
Ms. Jealous, thank you.
Thank you.